The Whispering Window. Lucas had never believed in curses, but the old house at the edge of Hollow Creek changed everything. It was supposed to be just a temporary place, a cheap room to rent while he worked nights at the nearby factory. The landlady, Ms. Ravel, was polite but strange. She spoke softly, like she was afraid someone might overhear her. When Lucas first arrived, she handed him the key along with a warning. Don't open the window in your room after midnight, even if you hear something. Lucas laughed it off. Old people loved their superstitions. The room itself was small, dusty, with peeling wallpaper and a single wooden window facing the forest. The glass was old and warped, like something pressed against it from the inside for years. He tried to open it that first evening, but the latch wouldn't budge, almost like the window didn't want to open. His first night passed quietly. The second was worse. Around 3:15 a.m., Lucas woke up to a soft tapping. Tap, tap, tap. It came from the window. He sat up, confused. It was pitch black outside. No streetlights, no moon. Only the forest, stretching endlessly like a sea of shadows. The tapping got faster. Lucas stood, walked slowly to the window, and pressed his ear to the glass. For a moment, there was silence. And then, a whisper. Let me in. Lucas froze. The voice was faint, almost breathless, like someone speaking from the other side of a long tunnel. He stepped back. The whisper followed. I'm cold, let me in. He grabbed his phone to check if someone was outside, but it showed nothing but darkness. The tapping started again, this time stronger, almost impatient. Lucas hid under the blanket and didn't sleep until morning. At breakfast, he confronted Ms. Ravel. There was someone at my window, he said. She didn't look surprised. She almost looked sad. I warned you, she whispered. The window remembers things. It remembers the ones who were taken. Taken by who? She didn't answer. That night, Lucas stayed awake intentionally. He wanted to prove it was just wind, trees, or his imagination. At exactly 3:15, the temperature in the room dropped. His breath turned white. Tap, tap, tap. Lucas approached slowly. The whisper returned, but this time clearer. Lucas, help me. His blood turned to ice. The voice knew his name. He forced himself to look through the glass, and he saw a pale face staring back. Hollow eyes. A mouth that twisted in a desperate smile. But the worst part, the face looked human. Young. Terrified. Please, the thing whispered. Open it. Lucas stumbled back. The latch rattled on its own, like an invisible hand was trying to lift it. He grabbed the window and pushed it down, fighting against whatever was outside. The whisper turned into a growl. The wooden frame shook violently. From the hallway, Lucas heard rushing footsteps. Ms. Ravel burst into the room, holding a rusted iron nail and a hammer. Move, she shouted. She slammed the nail into the window frame. Instantly, the shaking stopped. A scream echoed from outside. Not human, not animal, something in between. The face vanished. Lucas collapsed onto the floor, shaking. What the hell was that? Ms. Ravel knelt beside him. This house stands on the remains of an old settlement, she said. The people who died here, not all of them moved on. Some stay trapped between worlds. They search for warmth, for life. Once you open the window, she looked at him with tired eyes. They drag you where they are. Lucas packed to leave at sunrise, but before he left, Ms. Ravel handed him a small iron nail. Keep it, she said. If you hear tapping again, don't ignore it. They remember your name now. Lucas moved far away, to another town. He never returned to Hollow Creek. But sometimes, around 3:15 a.m., when the night is quiet and the wind is still, he hears a soft tapping at the window. Tap, 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 and a whisper. Lucas, let me in.